Welcome back. In this video, we will create a daily backup script, a Python script that automatically zips up your important folders and saves them to a backup location with today's date stamped right in the file name. Set it up once, run it whenever you want, and your files are safe. So let's build it. Alright. We are inside VS Code, and you can see we have already set up a new project folder called Daily Backup in the sidebar. And inside it, we have created our Python file, dailybackup.py. This is the pattern we'll follow for every project in this course. One dedicated folder per script. Nice and organized. Now every Python script start with imports. These are the built-in tools we are going to use. And for this backup script, we only need 3. All 3 come pre-installed with Python. No extra packages needed. We start by importing the OS module. Think of this as Python's bridge to your operating system. It lets Python talk directly to your file system, create folders, build file paths, and check whether things exist. It's incredibly powerful, and we'll use it in almost every automation script in this course. Next, we import Shuttle, which stands for Shell Utilities. This module handles the heavy lifting for file operation, copying files, moving them, deleting entire folders, and crucially for us, creating a zip archive. Finally, we import datetime. This one is self-explanatory. It gives us access to the current date and time, so we can automatically name our backup folder with today's date. Now we define our main function, which we'll call backup folders. It accepts 2 pieces of information: a list of all the folders we want to backup, and a destination path telling Python where the backup should be saved. Now everything that follows inside this function is the logic that runs every time we call it. Let's fill it in step by step. Inside the function, the first thing we do is grab today's date and format it as a clean text string. Year, then month, then day. Why this format? Because it's sourced perfectly. When you look at your backup folder next week, the entries will automatically line up in chronological order, oldest first, newest last. Next, we construct the full folder path for today's backup by combining the destination location that user provided with a folder name that includes today's date. Something like backup underscore 25 February 2026. The result is a complete path, such as backup 25 of February 2026. Now we tell Python to actually create that backup folder on the drive. We also include a safety setting that prevents the script from crashing if the folder already exists. If it's already there, Python simply moves on without complaint. Now comes the heart of the script, a loop that goes through every folder in our source list, one by one, and backs each one up. For each folder, we first extract just the folder's name from its full path. So if the full path is something like C users Muhammad pictures, we pull out just pictures. We need that short name to label the zip file properly. Then we build the complete file name for the zip archive, combining the folder name with today's date. Here we call the function that actually creates the zip file. passing in the archive page name, the format we want, which is zip, and the folder to compress. Now there is a small but important trick here. The zip creation function automatically adds a .zip extension to whatever file name we give it. So if we pass the full file name as is, including the .zip part we already built, we would end up with an awkward double extension like pictures and the date.zip.zip. Nobody wants that. The fix is simple. Before passing the file name in, we strip off the last 4 characters, the .zip part. The function then adds it back. The result, one clean zip file. After each folder is zipped, the script prints a confirmation message showing exactly what got backed up and where it went. So when you run the script, you're never left guessing. Now we scroll down to the section that actually runs the script when the file is executed directly. You'll see a standard Python pattern here. That means only run the code below if this file is being launched directly, not if it's being imported by some other script. It's a best practice and good habit to build from day one. Inside this block, we define our list of source folders using a cross-platform shortcut that automatically expands to the current user's home directory. So instead of hard-coding a path like cuser Muhammad pictures, we write it in a way that works on any machine. On Windows, it fills in the correct drive and username automatically. You can add as many folders to this list as you want, just separate them with commas. Then we specify where to save the backups. In this case, a backups folder on the E drive. Change this to wherever makes sense on your machine. Finally, we call our function, passing in the source list and the destination path. Next, we run the script in the VS Code terminal. Watch the terminal at the bottom of the screen. Python executes the file, loops through the source folders, zips them up, and prints a confirmation line showing the original folder path and the full path to the new zip file. That's it. One line of output, one zip file created. Done. Now let's switch over to File Explorer and see what actually happened on the drive. We open the E drive and there it is, a backups folder created automatically by our script. Open it and we find a folder named with today's date. Open that and we see the zip file named after the pictures folder with today's date. Open the zip file and boom, all the original files are right there inside. Now this is a real automation. You didn't move a single file manually. Python did all of it. So that is your daily backup script. And this is all for this lecture. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.